Some of the smartest people you'll ever meet do strange things. They talk to themselves in the grocery store. They cancel plans just to sit alone with a book. They get obsessed with one topic for 3 days, then drop it completely. In this video, I'll show you 8 habits that look weird on the outside, but actually point to a sharp mind. If people have ever called you too quiet, or said you overthink everything, keep watching. These habits aren't flaws. They might be signs your brain works a little differently than most. Let's get into it. Habit 1. They talk to themselves to think. Have you ever caught yourself talking out loud while solving a problem? Like you're explaining it to someone, even though no one's in the room? This is called self-talk, and studies show it actually helps people think better. Saying a thought out loud forces the brain to slow down and put ideas in order. It's not confusing thinking, it's clear thinking. People who do this often catch their own mistakes faster, because they hear the problem instead of just thinking it. Habit 2. They take forever to decide, because they're thinking ahead. Some people can't make a quick choice. Ask them to pick a restaurant, and they'll pause, think, and ask more questions. This isn't because they can't decide. It's because their brain is testing different outcomes before picking one. They're imagining what could go right, what could go wrong, and choosing the path with the least regret. It can look like overthinking. But really, it's just more careful thinking. Habit 3. They'd rather walk alone than sit in a group. Long walks. No music. No friends. Just thinking. To other people, this can look like avoiding everyone. But walking alone actually helps the brain relax and think more clearly. Many people get their best ideas not at a desk, but while walking. It's not about avoiding people. It's about giving the brain space to think without interruption. Habit 4. Their space is messy. Their thinking isn't. A desk full of papers. Thousands of unread messages. But ask them to explain something complicated, and they'll do it perfectly, step by step. This happens because the brain doesn't try to organize everything equally. It puts energy into what matters most, and lets the rest stay messy. A messy room doesn't mean a messy mind. It just means their focus is somewhere else. Habit 5. They get obsessed with a topic, then move on completely. 1 week, it's space. The next, it's ancient history. Then suddenly, nothing, like the interest never existed. This happens because learning something new feels good to the brain. It gets a small reward each time it learns something exciting. Once that feeling fades, the brain naturally moves to the next interesting thing. It's not a lack of focus. It's a brain that's always hungry to learn something new. Habit 6. Small talk feels tiring. Big ideas don't. Talking about the weather can feel exhausting. But bring up a big idea, a strange fact, or a real problem, and suddenly, they're fully interested. This isn't about being shy. Small talk takes effort but gives nothing back. Deep conversation feels like solving a puzzle, and the brain enjoys that. They're not avoiding people. They're just looking for a different kind of conversation. Habit 7. They notice tiny details other people miss. A spelling mistake. A small lie in someone's story. A pattern that took weeks to repeat, and they spotted it right away. This happens because their brain is always comparing new information to everything it already knows. If something feels off, they notice immediately. It can seem picky. But really, it's just a brain paying closer attention. Habit 8. They question things other people accept without asking why. Why do we do it this way? Has anyone tested that? It can come across as annoying in the wrong setting. But this comes from a real need to understand things, not just accept them. Instead of taking information at face value, they want proof, logic, and reasons. It's not about being difficult. It's a mind that doesn't like running on autopilot. If you saw yourself in 2 or 3 of these, that's not strange. It just means your brain works a little differently, slower in some ways, deeper in others. You're not broken. You're just running a more detailed process than most people are used to. If this helped you understand your own mind a little better, subscribe, because next time, We're breaking down how your brain decides what to remember and what to forget. I'll see you in the next one.